Yeah, you need something?
Welcome home, sir. I hope things are going well for you today, sir. Good morning, sir. What can I do for you? Certainly, sir. Here you are. 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 I'm sorry, sir. My condensation collectors need time to fully recharge before I can continue to dispense any more beverages. The two cannibals are eating a clown. One cannibal turns to the other and asks, "Does this taste funny to you?" I'll be sure and tidy up while you're away, sir.
I wish there were more people like you in the world. I want you to have this. I hope it helps keep you safe. Please, keep doing what you do.
Oh, hey! Kinda busy here, but I guess I can talk for a bit. What's up? You bet. Your feedback is just the stuff for that rough-and-tumble, survive-anything sort of feel. Of course, readers who aren't already rough-and-tumble may have a hard time dealing with it, but I'm sure they'll pick up survival as they go. Nothing to concern ourselves over, I'm sure. Here's your payment. Nothing too complex, just lots and lots of ammo. Now, on to the next chapter. The last chapter is a bit more esoteric. It's about the survival of humanity as a whole and how to rebuild society. Deep stuff, huh? We need to know how large settlements are formed, how to harness the old technology, and I'll need you to get ancient history from a nearby library. We're in the last stretch now, so let's finish it up strong. What's first? Don't be so sure. You'd be surprised how confused people get, even about important things. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City. It's the most successful survivor settlement around, but no one here really knows how it started. Of course, that's why it's important to know how a place like that succeeded. So I need you to go there and do some researching. You mean, apart from making sure we don't repeat our tragic failures in a never-ending cavalcade of human pathos and suffering? Let's say a big pile of mentats. I got a shipment of those in recently. Do a good job, and maybe the people of Rivet City will reward you too. Oh, now I can't wait for what you find out down there. And check around to make sure you're hearing the real deal. Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started? No, history is what losers become. You go right back and talk to those people and find out something so we can make sure others learn from their successes. Why, I'm flattered. What would you like to know? Well, look around at the world we live in. It may be okay to you, but I've read about what it used to be like, and this wasn't it. So we all need something that keeps us going, despite all the terrible things around us. For me, it's things like this book. No, it's like... did you ever try to put a broken piece of glass back together? Even if the pieces fit, you can't make it whole again the way it was. But if you're clever, you can still use the pieces to make other useful things. Maybe even something wonderful, like a mosaic. Well, the world broke just like the glass, and everyone's trying to put it back together like it was. But it'll never come together the same way. Maybe. I've certainly heard people say that. But isn't it also human nature to try to do better than we always have? Please, I've got to at least try to make the world better. And I can't do it on my own. I need your help. Absolutely. Good hunting! Take care. It's a big wasteland, but you know that better than me, right?
Good to see you.
If you see anything suspicious, be sure to tell the security. This better be good. Sorry, but I don't really know much about it. More worried about what's going wrong with the here and now, see? Duty calls. I'd rather be alone just now. Yes?
Hey there. Whoa. What's the rush, dude? Dude, I only just got here myself. Ain't nothing I could tell you. Later, dude.
May Saint Monica bless you. Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon, but the future of its inhabitants. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon would be glad to speak with you on the subject. Saint Monica bless you.
Yes?
Hey. What? I've already told you everything I know. I don't understand why you're still here. I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days. Good luck finding your father.
Morning. Be careful around these fruits and vegetables. They're worth more to us than you are. If it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the one to ask. And Dr. Lee's so busy, you really shouldn't disturb her work. So long.
Morning.
This is a medical clinic. Please don't disturb any of my patients. You don't look hurt. What can I do for you? Oh, I'd like to help. I really would. But I don't know the first thing about this place's history. Don't let my age fool you. I may have been around for a while, but I didn't spend all that time here. Take care of yourself.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. Welcome back, sir. Well, I could tell you all about my hotel, but I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started. I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure, and I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path. Well, if it'll help, I once heard that this place was covered in mirelurks 50 years ago, raiding all around the city. Eventually, some poor soul they thought would be lunch fought back and cleared out the whole ship. He set up the city in their place. They say he was the first counselor for the upper deck and lived here to his death. Can't say I believe it a bit, but it's a nice tale to tell. Farewell.
Sir,
Oh, hey there.
You don't look so tough. You're bothering me. You don't want to bother me. Do I look like someone who cares? So do I.
I suppose I can make do with
Welcome
my
to
old
Flank. Decided to check out the shop, eh? If you want any of this shit, just holler. I don't put the good stuff out on the table. If you're interested, I can show you the stuff in the locker. Fred, I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like he knows it all. If you need more ammo, this is where to get it.
gun for another week. This is the Muddy Rudder. Cause any trouble, you'll have to deal with me. Don't tell me your problems.
Yes?
Is there a problem? I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now. Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings to talk about citywide issues. It's pretty informal. The council doesn't have much real power. Carry on, then.
Welcome to Rivet
Yes,
City
that's
Supply.
locked, then yes,
I've got
I
a
can see
little bit
who
of
I
everything
am.
here.
Nice to see you again. Are you looking for a quick fix? The poor dear. I wish there was something I could do to help her. That boy ought to just give her a tumble. It would be good for both of them. He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead. Well, I don't really know, to tell the truth. How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success, so I'd ask him about it. I'm sure you'll be back soon.
May I take your order?
Later.
Ah, I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away from my cuisine for long. Yeah, I know. Thank God he's a priest. At least I know nothing's going on between them. Father Clifford would kick him out of the priesthood if he ever found out. I know a lot of places opened up when they got the hydroponics bay working, but that's hardly the start of it all, is it? Actually, Vera Weatherly might know more. She's always here and talking with folks, so if anyone's picked up a story or two, it'd be her. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
If don't know you, don't care. Keep it short. I'm short on time, and your 5 minutes are up. See ya. If you want any of this shit, just say so. Otherwise, keep your fingers the hell away from the triggers. I don't want no accidents. History? Fuck if I know. Hell, fuck if I care. Come back soon. We always got a lot of ammo in stock.
Welcome to Gary's Galley. Can I take your order? I heard the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge DC, but I don't really know. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Stay chill, dude.
I'm just taking things one day at a time.
People like you are bad for business. This time you'd better follow the rules. Welcome to Potomac Attire. I think I've seen you in here before. When you're ready to buy, just let me know. Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave? Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie. Come back soon.
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on the flight deck.
You sneak into my room, steal my property, and then tell the world about it. I'd ban you from my shop if they'd let me. Instead, I'll just have to settle for ripping you off. Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb, but I never really cared about the politics. Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now. Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly. Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl. See you later.
Let me or a security officer know if you see anything out of the ordinary.
Here for a drink?
Hey, stranger. Want to buy a girl a drink? Buy a girl a drink, sailor? Now that's what I like in a man. Enough caps to buy a lady a drink. Can't help you with the history, honey. You're lost, sugar. Come and see me again sometime.
I'm Tammy. Have you seen my good-for-nothing son lately? The little shit is usually up to no good. Figures. You should buy me a drink now. Get away! I've got enough to deal with without you wasting my time. Like I care.
What the hell do you want? History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more? Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes. No, but I can damn sure share a bag of get the hell out of my bar. First one's on the house. Now scram. Huh. Why, that lying son of a bitch. He wasn't even born when I got here. Want to know this tub's history? Only person who really knows it is Pinkerton. And most think he's dead or gone. He's holed up in the other half of the ship, and he don't like visitors. He'll set you straight. I'll be right here when you get thirsty.
it! That's it!
Hello? How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already. I live here. It's where I do my work, and it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me, so I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything. The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert, and I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water. What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going. Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight. Well, start believing or start walking. Remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton. That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great. Who cares? It's some hydroponics pipe dream that Lee's been working on forever. Waste of time and effort, I say. Apparently, though, my teams cared more about it than they did about little things like defense systems or making this ship float again. Treacherous bastards, all of them. Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here, they probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place. Don't let your guard down. Oh, come on. Cut it out. Good to see you.
You want something?
Bless you. I don't want any trouble.
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started? Try asking around a bit. You never know who's collected a lot of information, do you? Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started? Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So, tell me all about it. I'll bet they used some sort of chemical device to drive off the Mirelurks. Or a sonic device. Anyway, I guess it worked pretty well. A bit of smarts leads to a big reward, huh? Speaking of which, in thanks, have a few of these. The next time you've got to be quick on your wits. Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book. You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future. I've got to do a section on working with old computer electronics. So there's some research to be done in the old RobCo production facility. Also, there used to be a big library out there. Imagine a whole building full of books. I'll need you to gather information there for me. And that'll be it for the last chapter. So, what'll it be? It does, doesn't it? I mostly just deal with it after it's junked. But a trader gave me this RobCo processor widget. He said it's worth a fortune. According to him, if it's connected to the mainframe in the RobCo factory, you could have access to all the robots you'd ever want. Now that would be a great example of how to harness technology, wouldn't it? Well, you'll be getting access to an army of robots. That ought to be reward enough, right? But if you insist, I could spare some pulse grenades. Yeah, you should just be able to plug it into the mainframe at the RobCo production facility. It'll give you access to the robots and terminals. Okay, here. And be sure to keep an eye peeled for any other examples of how to make old technology work for you out there. Fiddle with any interesting technology lately? The trader who sold me that insisted it was a snap to use. Just plug it into the mainframe and it should take care of the rest. Of course, if you played around with the systems after that, we'd probably learn even more. But you can deal with that when you get there. The info you're bringing back is great. Looking forward to more.
I don't know you, you don't know me. Let's keep it that way.
Hey there. Hey there. No problem, as long as you're good for it. A few odds and ends. Thanks. Later.
Be cautious. Thought I heard it. There. Like that? Good enough. Be careful. Bison! Bison!
Remember, Agatha is with you on those cold nights. Just keep listening to this broadcast and I'll keep you company. It's the least I can do.
Thought I heard something. Where? You like that?
Violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as Capital Wasteland.
I am not for sale. I am only a demonstration model. Tinker Joe will be glad to handle any of your robotic needs. Oh, yes, let's all beat up on the road.
Clear. Area. Move along, please. Move along, please. I am not for sale. I am only a demonstration model. Tinker Joe will be glad.
Hello, stranger. I'm Tinker Joe, premier supplier of robotic parts and service throughout the DC wasteland. You might be surprised at what you can use to keep a robot working. Another satisfied customer. I'm afraid these bots are all spoken for. I'm just delivering them now. I've got a custom Gutsy that isn't spoken for, but... well, RL3's a bit finicky about the company he keeps, and I don't think he likes the look of you. Nothing personal, of course. Later.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
This place is not safe. Hey, where? Glad that's over. one. We'll get him. Got one. Where? Keep firing. Be careful. Over here. Right up. Maybe I'm just jumping.
Cafeteria right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the Capital Wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant. The values of our past will be the foundation. The world to its former glory. Well, that takes time, even for the
Where? We'll get him. This place is not safe. Help me. Flank him. There. Hostile. Glad that's over. Huh? Huh?
Move along, please. Clear this area. Clear. Proceeding with surface area. Clear. Move along, please.
All of us here thank you for everything you've done. For us, for the wastes. We pulled together and got you this. It's the best we could do. Please take it. With our thanks. Please, keep doing what you do.
Fiddled with any interesting technology lately? Harnessing the technology of the past and modifying it for your own purposes? That's just the thing. Tell me all about how it worked out. Well, I wouldn't have guessed you had it in you, but I suppose it worked out anyway. Of course, I'll bet it helps to pack a few pulse grenades, just in case. Here, have a few. Oh, and take my book on science. For some reason, I just can't get into the computer parts, but I've got the rest pretty much memorized. Yes, books are where the old world kept its knowledge, and libraries are where it kept the books. And there's supposed to be one in Arlington. See if it's still there, and if you can download records from its computer. Information dumps like those would be invaluable for rebuilding humanity. The obvious answer would be a book, but I guess there might not be any left there, so how about I pay you with good old-fashioned caps? Who knows what you could buy with all those caps? It could be anything. It could even be a book. Great! The library should be in Old Arlington, not far from downtown. See if you can download the archives from its computer. If you can't get those, then even the card catalog would be useful. Any little piece of information could help the book, and thus humanity. Is it there? Are there books? Can I go borrow some? No need to worry about that. It's got to be around. It's a government building, and they were all built to the highest construction standards. I could swear I read that in an old book somewhere, so it's got to be true. Is it there? Are there books? Can I go borrow some? Places like that store the collected knowledge of the entire human race. How we began, how we lived, and how we died. Knowledge overwhelming. So I'd have to say, and please don't take this the wrong way, yes, it is worth risking your life over those books. I mean, no offense. Good luck with that research.
Be cautious. Hey, I've got your back.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Name's Paladin Bale. What do you need, civilian? I could see you trying to appeal to my good nature. Pity for you I don't have one. I'll give you this one for free. We use our big guns to kill big super mutants, so people like you can sleep at night. You're standing in front of the Citadel, headquarters to the Brotherhood of Steel, Capital Wasteland Detachment. Negative. No super mutants, civilians, or traveling salesmen allowed. Which are you?
Of course. But you'd have to secure the permission of Elder Lyons and, well, I just don't see that happening. So move along.
Yeah, the city ruins are crawling with them. They've pretty much overrun all of old DC. Do yourself and us a favor and stay as far away from there as humanly possible. Definitely no place for civilians. Steel be with you.
You're making me edgy. Back off.
Do not interfere with security operations.
There may be danger here.
Greetings to the oppressed masses from the peace-loving peoples of China. Why do you continue to send your boys to die for your capitalist masters? The gang of Wall Street fat
Hold it. This area is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately. You're awfully brave to be walking around down here by yourself. Are you scavenging the ruins? It seems that we have similar goals in mind. It's rare to meet someone who has proper priorities. I am Senior Scribe Yearling, Order of the Word. I have a proposal for you, if you're interested. I find that to be so with many wastelanders. It may involve money, if you choose, or there may be other forms of compensation. But before you receive any reward at all, you will have to be willing to aid me in my task here in this library. If nothing else, I admire your commitment to your chosen focus. But to the point, my task here is to collect the written works of those who came before, in order to supplement the Brotherhood archives. Although most of the pre-war books have been destroyed, there are a few that have survived. But finding a book in the ruins is difficult. So return here with any books that you find, and I will reward you for them. With money, because that's what you like. Excellent. How many are you willing to trade? Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can. We have set up this area as a forward operations center for our project. The books we collect can be recorded with the computer systems here. We then ship them, under escort, back to the Citadel for transcribing into the archives there. Books represent the collected knowledge of the world before. Everything from a child's storybook to a detailed technical guide has value. By assembling and recording this knowledge, we scribes can analyze it and use it to further the goals of the Brotherhood. Whatever our elder decides that those goals are, that is. It is not my place to criticize Elder Lyons. All I will say to an outsider is that he is not a traditionalist. That is all. The front desk computer has access to the card catalogs, but it appears that it's lost the connection to the main archives. Here's the password. Now, you might be able to find the central computer further in there, but I'm afraid you'll have to do that without me. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. Steel be with you.
Keep moving, Wastelander. Move along, outsider.
Need something, friend?
here, outsider?
We've got this area locked down.
Flank him. Had enough?
There's another one.
It's go time. Yeah? You want some of this? Enough.
Better him than me.
careful. This is going to be yeah. That's the end of that.
Nothing to see here, outsider.
Look out! Damn it! Get down!
Come on, boys! Kick it!
Be careful.
Hail. Welcome back. Have you been successful in your search for books? Excellent. How many are you willing to trade? Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well and return with more books when you can. You have no such thing. I do not have time for these jokes. Of course.
Hey.
Is it there? Are there books? Oh, can I go borrow some? Really? A whole library's worth of data? Right there? Oh, that's great news! So, what did you find? Tell me about it. Does it mean that it'll be a guard catalog? You see, because... Oh, never mind. You'd have laughed if you knew the words card catalog. I wonder if there'll be one down there once I tell the world about it. Oh, and here's a book of mine and some caps for your research. Think of it as pay for a civilization worth of overdue books. Yep, that's the last bit for the toughest survival guide in the wastes. Survivors of the world, rejoice! And everyone else too. For all your hard work, I want you to have this mini nuke. I kept meaning to use it to dig a well, but honestly, it just makes me nervous. Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help. And those risks will have saved hundreds, no, thousands of lives. Your quality research really took it to the next level, you know? I'll share these with the traders, and soon everyone will know about the Wasteland Survival Guide. But now, the very first copy of our book goes to you. It wouldn't nearly be as good without your input. You're the real Wasteland Survival guru. See ya.